I'm Brigitte, and I'm a student here at Gainesville State College, as well as a part of the Compass team. And today I'm interviewing Andrew Wilkinson, who is the SGA President, which is an organization that he's going to be telling us about today. Go ahead and tell us about what SGA is, what you guys do, and what you're going to be doing in the future, your future plans, and so forth.
Okay, well let me break that down.
Okay.
SGA stands for the Student Government Association. And so we are the official representatives of students on campus to the administration and the faculty and to the school as a whole.
Okay.
And what we do is we listen to students, we take input from students as to things they want to see on campus, or changes they want made, or just projects in general that are to be of the benefit to the students. So examples of that would be improving the street lighting after dark for all the night students and getting to and from their cars. We were a big part of that. We also gave out flashlights last year to all of those night students that were, again, we're trying to go back between their cars. We had a Healthy Choice initiative last semester, which is, if you look at all the vending machines on campus, along the right-hand side, you'll see a little kind of green sticker with a heart on it. That means that all of the food on the right-hand side of the vending machine has to meet nutritional guidelines, so it's healthier for you. We also sponsor the blood drive initiatives here on campus, so if you ever see any trucks around campus kind of taking blood, that's SGA that's sponsoring that event. Also last semester we did Cram Jam, which is just before finals and midterms, and what it is it's just us with a table in the Ag Center or the Student Center, and we're giving out free energy drinks and Scantrons, just to kind of help people kind of get through that part of the semester, because we know it's tough for everybody. So just things like that kind of help the students get along in their day-to-day lives here on campus.
Exactly how can students get involved if they wanted to?
Okay, well the best way is to come to our general meetings, which are every Friday from 1 till 2 o'clock, and it's at meeting 4 right here in the Student Center. And there's no requirements to show up to any of our meetings. You can just show up and take part. If you want to become an executive member, there is a minimum voting GPA of 3.0. Anybody who's passionate about the school and who wants to get more involved with how the school runs rather than the school running them, this is definitely where they want to go. More involved students are on campus, the more powerful and the more kind of support we have. Exactly. We have more momentum to make the changes we want.
Exactly. That's fantastic. I remember you mentioned something earlier about to me personally about the budget situation. If you want to kind of explain, just so people get an idea of how big of a deal this is.
Okay. Well, at other campuses, at the other schools, the student government has the budget of all the other student groups, and they distribute it. We don't have the entire club fund budget within SGA, but we are part of the team that allocates it. We're also heavily involved with helping students get more involved with several of the committees on campus. For example, there's a technology fee committee which talks about how your technology fee is spent on campus. There's a disciplinary committee, talks about, and students have to be on these committees by law. And so you don't have to be an SGA to be on these committees, but we are promoting this so that anybody campus-wide can apply to be on these committees.
Well, go ahead and tell us a little bit more about what you're planning on doing in the future.
The main ideas I have for this semester is all about helping students, particularly with keeping the cost of school down. With the recession, it's hurting students just as much as it's hitting their parents. And so what I want to do is, for one thing, to help students with getting here. This is a commuter school, so most of the students, the vast majority, travel in from other towns. I'm one of them. I drive in from Commerce every day.
Yes. So
there's a lot of money being spent on gas, is my point, and with all the parking, it's going to be a problem. So what we're suggesting is setting up a ride-share only parking system, so that the parking spaces closest to the classrooms are for ride-share students only. There'll be like a special pass that you can get, and so that you can message people who live close to you who share a similar schedule, and you can ride-share with them and ride-share back. You'll be able to get the best parking. We already have a ride-share system already. It's just underutilized, and I think it'd be a great thing to promote. If you go to the student portal, which you can kind of get through on the same page as Banner Web on our website, you can go to the left and you see rideshare, and what you do, you see all these students, they list where they're driving in from and what times they're going to be on campus, and you can message them and say, hey, my schedule fits with you, can I get a ride with you, or you can ride with me if you like. So no, it was a really great system. I just want to reward people who do that. And also, the more, if you have 2 students in one car, that's one less car you're having to park.
Exactly. Tell us a little bit about yourself before we get going, about why exactly you wanted to be president and take charge, because you feel so strong about it, and you can obviously feel, I can feel that, you know. Yeah. So I want to know exactly like what made you want to be president and take on this like big lead.
It's because like I said earlier, I've always believed that there's a better way to do something, and I have lots of ideas. I'm an engineering major, so I'm constantly inventing things in my head. And this is just an extension of that. I think there's a lot of good that can be done in the school. Because Gainesville State is already a great school. Mm-hmm. It's you know, your small class sizes and your excellent transfer programs to the other schools in the area. Mm-hmm. It's a great opportunity. I just want to help make it a little bit better. I'm trying to cut costs in intelligent ways for students and also help the school out at the same time. I think there's a way for both. Basically, I got involved by my first day at Gainesville State. I looked up which clubs I wanted to join.
Wow.
And the more you can put into school, the more you're going to get out.
Exactly.
You know, so and plus, this isn't the main reason why I'm doing it, but any kind of student involvement with organizations is fantastic for your transcript, mm-hmm. your co-curricular transcript,
yes.
and for scholarships in general.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for meeting with us. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, actually, I have a couple more ideas I want to throw out there. Our bookstore. Okay. It's a revenue-generating part of the school. But a lot of students, and understandably so, buy their books online because they can get a better price, mm-hmm. kind of cutting the bookstore out. Which isn't doing the school any favors because there's less money coming in, so it's less helping ourselves. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do is I'm going to try to take part in an affiliate marketing campaign. Affiliate marketing is when, it's what the basis of Travelocity is. You go to Travelocity, you look for the flights that you want, and it searches all the airlines, and it finds that cheap flight, and you buy it through Travelocity, for example, yes. Okay? Now, that's an affiliate marketing link between Travelocity and the airline. As long as you buy your ticket through the Travelocity website, that airline gives Travelocity a cut of your price, of the price of your ticket. So there's like a 5 or 10% payback. Okay. I want to do the same thing with Amazon and the school. So if you go to the school website, and you click through our website to go to the Amazon, and then you buy your book on the Amazon website, the school will get a cut of that book. So it'll actually generate income for the school. There's no difference in price to the students. It's exactly the same as if you had gone to the Amazon website by just typing in Amazon. But this way, you're helping the school out while getting a cheap price for your books at the same time. People are always going to be buying their books.
It's not going to change.
It's not going to change. So rather than fight against it, I think we should just learn to kind of monopolize on it and just kind of like create an advantage for the school.
What a great idea.
Those are big projects, which is why I would love to have as much support from the student body as possible. The more students we have on our side, it's not an adversarial thing, but if we show that students really want something, then it's a lot easier for us to action that and for us to take it forward.
Exactly. Wow, that is wonderful. Well, hopefully you'll have more, I guarantee after this video you'll have more students wanting to be involved. I know I want to be involved now, because I didn't even know it was, so I'm glad that we took the time to do this and interview, and I thank you so much for your time, Andrew.
No problem at all.